Here, I hope you're all doing well, doing okay on lockdown, staying busy and motivated. If you're learning mixing or mastering or editing at the moment, it's probably the best time you're going to get to make progress on that. Maybe not so with recording, depending on if you're a musician yourself. If you can record yourself, that's great. But especially for mixing and mastering and editing, this is probably the best time you're going to get to make a huge amount of progress, because the more you mix, the more you master, the more you edit, the better you get. You just got to keep at it. And it's easy to get the materials you need from home on the internet. I'd say there are four things that you need if you want to be learning mixing from home, and you can get all those things for free online easily. You don't have to even spend any money, because I know money's tight for a lot of people at the moment. But a lot of people that I've seen on the forums and the Facebook groups, they're not sure how to make the best use of their time, or they're just not motivated to get started. But if as soon as you get started, it makes carrying on more easily and easier. Sorry. Yeah, four things I think I'd say you need if you want to learn mixing online for free. So, number one, you need a DAW, a digital audio workstation, which you can get for free online. There are loads of good ones. I'll leave a link in the description to a list for you. But yeah, just off the bat, you've got GarageBand if you're on Mac. You've got Pro Tools First, PreSonus, Studio One. What else? Cakewalk. They're all free. They'll all do the job and get you started learning the ropes. Now, if you're a musician, the next bit will be a bit easier. You need something to mix, or something to edit, or something to master, whichever you're learning. So obviously, if you make your own music, then you'll have that there that you can work on. But if you don't worry about not having clients to record, or not having friends to record, or whatever. They're not allowed to come around your house. It doesn't matter, because there are tons of free multi-tracks out that you can just download online. So bands will just record their songs, or studios, and just drop the multi-tracks online that you could just download and do practice mixes on. So again, I'll leave another link in the description with a list of websites where you can just download free multi-tracks to practice on. When I get downtime, I'm actually going back to a few of my old songs that I mixed and seeing if I can improve on old mixes. So that's another thing you can do if you've got old mixes, or old songs that you haven't looked at in a while. You can give them another go. The third thing you need if you're learning mixing or mastering or editing online is tuition. Now, a lot of tutors who do music production tuition are doing lessons online, so that's great. But normally you're going to be paying for those. If you're struggling with money at the moment, there is a ton of useful information online. Again, there are some links below to some like A to Z kind of mixing tutorials that teach you how to take a song from just a raw recording to a finished product, and a few useful blog articles below that I'll leave a link to. So you've got your DAW, your digital audio workstation, you've got some stuff to mix, you've got tuition. Now it's just about mixing as much as possible, or editing or mastering as much as possible. If you're furloughed, if you're off work at the moment, then you can have plenty of time to do this. But don't work yourself to death. You know, you need to take breaks. You need to get out and get your daily allocated exercise. Or, well, we get one bit of exercise a day here in the UK. So I'm making sure I make the most out of that. Outside, that is. Obviously, they're not going to be spying on you inside and making sure you only do one bit of exercise. But yeah, we can go on like one walk, or one bike ride, or one run, or whatever. But anyway, yeah, make sure you get your exercise. I'm not saying you need to sit there for 12 hours a day mixing non-stop, but just keep doing what you're doing. if you want to learn a new skill. And the fourth thing that we've gone through three, the DAW, the multi-tracks, and the tuition. The fourth thing you need is feedback. Now, without any feedback, you should still improve just by mixing and mastering and lots. And obviously you'll be able to tell yourself if you've improved, but there's something really helpful about just getting a second opinion. So when you've done a mix that you're happy with, or even if you're not happy with it and you don't know why, you don't know what you can do to improve it, get onto the Facebook groups. There are plenty of Facebook groups for mixing that people will be happy to just give you a free mix critique. There's also a website called Mixchecks. You can sign up to that for free and upload some of your productions, and then people can leave comments and say what you think. Don't worry about getting any negative feedback, because negative feedback is good. Like, obviously positive feedback feels good when you've done a good mix, but at the end of the day, you need to know where you can improve. So try to think of it as just a learning experience, rather than like someone taking the mic or whatever. Yeah, and forums as well. There are forums that you can upload your mixes to and your masters and get feedback. So yeah, just a quick off the cuff video today. My son's gonna probably burst in the room any moment. But yeah, I hope it helped. And if you have any questions about what I've said, or you want any more links to any of the four things that I've said you should be using, just leave a comment below. And hey, if you want to leave any mixes, links to mixes on Mixchecks or whatever, then I'm happy to critique and give you some pointers as well. So yeah, keep busy and make the most of your time, and I will talk to you again soon. See ya.